Hey, ladies and dudes, here's one crazy question that I really want to ask you. Would you like to have a wild animal in your farm? I know there's one movie that did feature a wild animal that is in a farm. I'll have to go ahead and tell you anyway. Well, anyway, hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop187. This is my review for today. In today's review, ladies and dudes, I gotta apologize for all of you that I haven't done a movie review for a while, and since that little sad news thingy that I won't be able to see Ordinary Love in theaters, even my own theater as well, I got really upset about it. And I have to take a break on movie reviews for a while because I gotta move on to something else. But finally, hope has arrived, and I finally got a movie that I really want to do for review. And it's this one. So for my next movie review is Secondhand Lions. And I know it's such a weird title. And the saddest part about this movie is it is not based by a book, or it's not based by a comic book. It's really based by a person's screenplay. Something that this guy wrote down for a very long time. It's kind of hard for me to explain about this one, so I'll do the best I can for it. So, without further ado, ladies and dudes, here's my next movie review of Secondhand Lions. And I will do the very best I can to tell you guys about what is the main plot of the story. It's a story about a poor boy named Walter. He had a very selfish and greedy mother who was lying to him all the time and going to some areas here and there that she should not allow to go to. And she just dropped him off and be with these two uncles who live in a farm for a few years now or something. And there were a couple, rumor has it, that these two old dudes had stolen a lot of money from banks. Well, to tell you the truth is, it's completely false. So what they've done for the last 40-something years ago, they were in Africa. And they go to a lot of adventures here and there to fight some bad guys and get to know some unknown places that they've never been to before. And one of those dudes fell in love with a princess who has such grace and beauty. And yeah, in their later on storyline, they have to take care of a lioness who is very old. And that is my whole entire plot of the story of Secondhand Lions. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? Well, to tell you the truth is, I like it. It's a very enjoyable movie to watch. I will say this movie does have a little bit of flaws here or there. Something I'm not really happy about. And yeah, I did remember the time I did first saw this movie on some type of channel at channel 72. I forgot what's the name of the channel. They like to put so many classic films here and there. Some of them that are popular and some of them that are not. And I guess you could say that Secondhand Lions is a very darn underrated film. And I really do believe it is true. This movie is so darn underrated. And I do believe it is. So, I will say about this movie, I do like the storyline for the most part. I have mixed feelings with the character. The cinematography is pretty good. I do enjoy the score. I love the animals that were featured in the movie. And I really, really fell in love with the flashback of those two uncles, you know, who going on their most craziest adventure of their lives. If you know what I mean. So, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of Secondhand Lions. I will say for the strongest points for this movie is truly Uncle Hub and Uncle Garth's flashback story. Man, their storyline was so darn well done and very well detailed. And I really like the part where Garth told Walter their whole entire story. You know, back in their youth, the time they went on some areas here and there from around the world. I will say my most favorite part about their storyline is truly where Uncle Hub began to fall in love with that very, very beautiful lady named Jasmine. Man, I'm not sure who's responsible of, you know, for the directors, the producers, the screenwriters, whoever these people are. They did a really good job of finding one rightful actress to play that beautiful, lovely character who is truly a princess. And boy, she has a very lovely face, and also with grace and beauty. And yeah, there was a sad note about it, but I'm not allowed to spoil it. So yep, I will say Uncle Hub and Uncle Garth's storyline back in their youth is truly the best, strongest point in the whole entire movie for me. I will say for the weakest point for this movie are the few supporting human characters. They are truly the most useless characters I have ever seen in movie history. I don't like Walter's mother, I don't like the Stan guy, and some of the members of Uncle Hub and Uncle Garth's family. I don't know who that lady is who smoked the cigarette. Is it a sister or a cousin or something? I can't stand those bratty kids. They're not very well behaved. Oh yeah, I guess everybody wants to know what the heck do I think about Walter's mother. She is truly the worst character I have ever seen in movie history. She was really, really bad. I don't know who's worse. That Walter's mother from Secondhand Lions or Lenore St. John from Taken, the first one. Ugh, I just can't stand her at all. She's so greedy and selfish, and it's none of her business of getting to know where their uncle's money is. Oh, come on, Sadie, you can be in this video for just a couple of seconds. Yeah, I can feel her heart pumping. Say hello to everyone. You gotta hold on 1 minute, ladies and dudes. I need to work on my video, my dear sweet little girl. So leave me be. Okay, where was I? Yeah, like I said about Walter's mother, she is truly the worst character I have ever seen in movie history, if you know what I mean. And if I have another weak point in this movie, is truly, I just wish Jasmine, the lioness, I wish she had a little bit more role in the story. Because Jasmine the lioness is truly a very darn interesting character. And I really like this lioness a lot. She's so sweet and kind, and she's not here to hurt anybody. And I'm sure there's only one question remains about the lioness. Why the heck she did not eat the farm animals? I'm sure everybody's concerned about that. And yeah, there was a pig in the movie. I wonder if she'll ever go after the pig and eat it as her meat. That's something I was concerned of, but that's all I can say about the two main weak points of the movie. Some of the human characters are kind of useless to the story, and I wish that one great character who's a lioness, she needs to have a little bit more of a role in the story. And now let's go on to the two characters. The two characters who are truly the best parts about the movie. One is Uncle Garth, played by our dear beloved Michael Caine. I really love Uncle Garth. I think he's truly the nicest uncle out of the two, while the other one is the tough cookie. I will say he had a very good storyline. He has a great personality, great attitude. He's very, very nice to Walter and tell him such great stories about their craziest adventures back at he and his brother's youth. And he's such a nice guy. He's, I think, one of the cool dudes I want to talk to, if you know what I mean. And finally, we got Walter, played by Haley Joel Osment. You know him, he's our Sora, the guy who was a part of the Kingdom Hearts saga. This is one of the characters I do feel sorry for. He had a very sad, lonely life, and being stuck with that selfish, greedy, lying scumbag of a mother. You know, she just treated him so badly. But then, when those two uncles came, his life began to change forever, and I'm so darn happy that he finally got to know the real family members that he could trust in the whole entire story. I will say he had a very good storyline, great personality, great attitude. He's such a sad, lonely kid, something we should all feel sorry for. And I wish there was a little bit more connection between him and the lioness, so they could add more character development and chemistry between a boy and his lioness. I guess you could say the lioness is way more of a mother figure to Walter than his real life mother, if you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and tell you guys about my main thoughts about this movie. Overall, Secondhand Lions is a pretty darn good movie to watch. I will say it had a very good storyline for the most part. The characters were mixed. I like the cinematography. I really like the score. I like a couple of the country songs that was in the film. And the flashback stories will always blow me away, all the way through from start to finish. And I really love the farm animals and the lioness as well. So I decided to give this film an 8 out of 10. And I will put this movie on my underrated movie collection, for sure. And that's my whole entire movie review of Secondhand Lions. Well, before I go, I got 3 questions to ask you. Okay, which one of the movie characters who is truly a very bad parent to a child in one of your favorite films here or there, which one of the movie characters deserves to be the good parent in the film? And which one of these movie characters should deserve a little better role from another film that you like? Well, whichever your answers are, leave a comment there and let me know. For me, the worst parent I ever seen in movie history goes to Lenore St. John from Taken. If you guys remember that movie very carefully. My second question, which one of these characters who deserves to be a good parent deserves to be Daniel from Love, actually, because he's a guy who cares about his stepson very much, and he'll do anything of getting what he really wants for Christmas. And which one of the characters who deserve to have a little better role in a film has to go to a couple of the Al Rickman characters here and there, like Sense and Sensibility, Alice in Wonderland, or some of the films that came from the Harry Potter saga, or something from Michael Collins, whatever. So, there's my answers for my own 3 questions. And I'll be back very soon for another movie review, as I head back to the movie theater to see the next Disney live-action film of Mulan. That movie is so darn promising to me. So, I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.